What if I told you there was a single day in Earth's history when life on this planet changed forever? A day that began like any other, with the sun rising over swaying prehistoric forests, pterosaurs soaring through warm skies, and giant herbivores grazing in the distance, completely unaware that their world was about to end. A moment so cataclysmic, so final, that it wiped out nearly 75% of all life on Earth. That day is real, and the story it left behind is carved in stone, buried in ash, and written in the fossil record. Asterisk, this is the story of the day the dinosaurs died. Asterisk, the world, 66 million years ago, was full of life. It was the end of the Cretaceous period, a time of lush ecosystems and biological diversity. Dinosaurs had ruled the planet for over 160 million years. The mighty Tyrannosaurus rex hunted in the river valleys of what is now North America. Triceratops herds grazed in meadows filled with ferns and cycads. In the skies above, Quetzalcoatlus, one of the largest flying animals ever, glided across thermal currents. Oceans teemed with mosasaurs, plesiosaurs, and ammonites, their swirling shells spinning in the currents like prehistoric jewels. Life was thriving, but hundreds of thousands of miles above Earth, death was racing toward them. A massive asteroid, roughly 10 to 12 kilometers wide, was barreling through space. Scientists believe it had been traveling for millions of years before entering Earth's gravitational pull. There was no warning, no defense, no escape. When it hit, it struck with such force that the energy released was more than 1 billion. Nuclear bombs detonating at once. Asterisk, the point of impact was what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. It slammed into the shallow sea near Chicxulub, instantly creating a crater more than 180 kilometers wide and over 30 kilometers deep. The Earth's crust rebounded and collapsed, sending molten rock skyward at supersonic speeds. The ground rippled like water. Everything within thousands of kilometers was incinerated in seconds. Asterisk, but the initial blast was only the beginning. Asterisk, a shockwave raced across continents, flattening forests and triggering tsunamis as high as skyscrapers. These waves surged across the Gulf of Mexico and into what is now the southeastern United States. The impact hurled trillions of tons of rock and dust into the atmosphere. Some of it rained down as red-hot glass beads, called tektites, igniting wildfires around the globe. Air temperatures spiked, creating superheated winds that likely scorched animals alive as far as thousands of kilometers from the crater. Asterisk, but what came next was even worse. Asterisk, the fine particles of dust, ash and sulfur released into the atmosphere formed a thick, planet-wide cloud that blocked out sunlight for months, possibly even years. Photosynthesis stopped, plants withered, food chains collapsed. What had once been a vibrant planet became a world of darkness. A nuclear winter gripped the Earth. Temperatures plummeted. Acid rain fell from the skies. The oceans, deprived of sunlight and filled with carbon dioxide, became toxic. Plankton, the base of the marine food web, died off. Without them, everything above collapsed. Asterisk, this event is known as the Cretaceous Paleogene Extinction, or KPG event. It's one of the 5 great mass extinctions in Earth's history, but by far the most dramatic. Within a matter of months, 2 years, most of the planet's large animals were gone. Dinosaurs, once the undisputed rulers of Earth, vanished except for one lineage that would live on as birds. Asterisk, the fossil record tells us this wasn't just a regional event, it was global. In rocks dated precisely to 66 million years ago, paleontologists have found a thin layer of sediment rich in iridium, rare element more commonly found in asteroids than in Earth's crust. This iridium layer has been discovered all over the world, in North America, Europe, Asia, and even Antarctica. Beneath it lie the last dinosaur fossils. Above it, -none. Asterisk, this discovery first made by Luis and Walter Alvarez in 1980. revolutionized our understanding of extinction. It was one of the clearest fingerprints of an asteroid impact the world had ever seen. Asterisk, but in recent years. A fossil site in North Dakota called Tanis revealed something even more extraordinary. A snapshot of that very day. At Tanis, scientists uncovered fish fossils with tiny glass spherules, embedded in their gills of ejecta from the asteroid raining down into rivers just hours after the impact. Trees were found knocked over in the same direction, their trunks coated in ash, a turtle impaled by a wooden spike. Everything frozen in time, as if the world had stopped. Asterisk, the day the dinosaurs died wasn't a slow decline. It was sudden. Violent, global. Asterisk, still, not everything perished. Some species managed to survive. The small, the hidden, the adaptable. Mammals, once timid creatures that scurried underfoot, had already been diversifying in the shadow of the dinosaurs. Their small size, burrowing habits, and flexible diets helped them endure the catastrophe. Crocodiles and turtles persisted, shielded by aquatic environments. Amphibians weathered the environmental collapse by hiding in mud and water. Asterisk, and one particular group of feathered dinosaurs, the avian dinosaur, survived, evolving into the modern birds we see today. Every robin, eagle, penguin, and hummingbird is a living descendant of those few survivors. They are, in a sense, dinosaurs that escaped death. Asterisk, out of this extinction, a new world emerged. Asterisk, the death of the dinosaurs cleared the ecological stage. With no more giant reptiles dominating the land, mammals began to diversify rapidly. Within just a few million years, they had evolved into an astonishing variety of forms: giant ground sloths, saber-toothed cats, whales, and eventually, primates. Without the asteroid impact, humans might never have evolved. Asterisk, so while the KPG extinction was a global tragedy, it also reset Earth's evolutionary clock. It was the end of one dynasty and the beginning of another. Asterisk, today, the Chicxulub crater lies mostly hidden beneath layers of sediment and shallow water, but its impact is still felt. Scientists study it not just to understand the past, but to protect our future. Earth still orbits in a cosmic shooting gallery, and asteroids continue to pass near our planet. We now track thousands of near-Earth objects, hoping to prevent history from repeating itself. Asterisk, because the same forces that wiped out the dinosaurs could, under the wrong circumstances, one day threaten us. Asterisk, the story of the dinosaurs' final day reminds us of Earth's fragility and its resilience, of how life can be extinguished in an instant, and how, through adaptation and chance, new life can rise from the ashes. Asterisk, every time you hear the chirp of a bird, see a fossil in a museum, or gaze up at a meteor streaking across the night sky, remember this: we walk in the wake of an extinction. We exist because others no longer do. Asterisk, if this journey into Earth's most dramatic extinction event left you in awe, it stirred wonder, fear, or curiosity, then don't let it be your last. Like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Extinct World to keep exploring the breathtaking stories of ancient life. Because buried in every rock layer is a tale waiting to be uncovered, and the greatest stories of our planet have only just begun.